Hi, I'm Nanette Hitchcock, and I'm one of the coaches here at the Speaker Lab. And today on Talk Speaker to Me, I'll be digging into why do speakers need a good niche and what makes a good niche and how can we test that niche. And so let's answer some of these questions. Why do speakers need a niche? I would answer that in three ways. One, I believe that by its very nature, think about niche. It's a specialized segment of the market for your product. Your product are your messages, your refined messages that are going to make an impact. And so you want to start with a group where you really want to make an impact. And so a focused group, a focused network of people is considered that niche. Also, you've got to think about, if I have this focused niche, then it's going to be easier than just throwing the net too wide and seeing where it lands. It will give you more traction. So a focused network of people will give you traction, and it will also build in integrity. And I want you to think about that. Why integrity? Well, if you know people that you want to make an impact with, and you have researched that group of people, you know their challenges, you know their gaps, you know the things that they really need, then what you're doing is you're crafting messages that will really meet that need, that will equip them better, that will bring transformation, and you're making the kind of impact that makes a successful speaking business. It's other focus. It's meeting that need. It's bringing about real transformation. So when you define a niche of individuals, a group of people, a network of people that you really want to research around, you understand their gaps and challenges. This is an ongoing process of your business where you are researching what's going on with the landscape of their work, what changes are going on, what challenges, what are they needing most from you. And so you build in integrity and expertise and value because you know those people. You have focused your search into a particular group of people. It's also a launching point for your business. Instead of just throwing kind of the net wide and hoping for someone to respond to that, you're going after a particular industry maybe. And that brings us to, the next question of, what makes a good niche? How do you know it's something that's right for you? I would say to this that you start with a connection. I remember when I started a couple of decades ago as an executive leadership coach, I really got defined on a group of people that I wanted to make a difference in their lives. And I had a connection that was a CEO friend of mine in a particular industry, and I contacted her. I ended up working 3 years to equip those leaders. When I finished that job, because I had done a solid job for them, I had given them a lot of value, I felt like I could ask for, can you introduce me to someone else in your network? She had been doing that all along anyway. I had also been speaking to their association for that particular state. And so it allowed me a lot of focus, a lot of networking within a particular industry, a group of people that I began to really understand what their needs were and then create value, which gave me a lot of traction. I was very intentional with that networking and those connections and building those relationships in that community. I built one on another of those warm leads. And because of that, I got real traction in my business. So where are the group of people where you want to make a difference, where you understand, where you maybe have some connections and a solid foundation to operate out of, and then be strategic with that. Really make sure that you're utilizing all the threads that come out of that network before you move on to another group. Now I've diversified to multiple industries, but in those first days of my speaking business to get real traction, I focused more on a particular niche, a group of people that I wanted to make a difference in that industry. It's the same with events. If you're thinking about a group of people, where do they hang out? Where do they attend events? Who are they following? What podcasts? Are you building connection with them? Are you joining their conversations on LinkedIn? And how can someone test their niche in the world to know if they found that sweet spot? I think that, you've really got to look at, are you testing the market within the niche? Are you getting out there and intentionally networking and meeting up with people and making those connections and those phone calls and getting on Zoom and taking coffee to them, or providing value, an article, or joining a conversation on LinkedIn, really networking and testing the market, asking them, hey, would you give me a little feedback? Here's what I'm speaking on. Would it benefit any group that you're a part of? That's how you do it, is you define a focused niche. You really get out there and you determine, okay, where are you hanging out? How can I build in this network? How can I be intentional and test this market? And eventually you'll get real traction with that group of people. You'll build in integrity because you're providing real value. And out of that focused kind of strategy for your business, you'll have real success. Thank you for joining us on Talk Speaker to Me, and I wish you great success in your business. Let us know at the Speaker Lab if we can help in any way.